When I went to Cardiff, Wales, I ate at the Pie Minister, and with my pie and mash, I had those green smashed up peas. I realized when I was editing the video much later that I had pronounced the word that describes those peas differently in the 2 times I said it on the same day in the same restaurant. I said both mushy and mushy. So which is it, I wondered? Is it mushy or mushy? I thought, this is simple. I'll just do a survey of my British subscribers. So I asked people a simple multiple choice question. Does mushy rhyme with pushy or slushy? Well, that was confusing to some people because in some parts of England, pushy and slushy rhyme. So that was a game changer. I decided this summer what I would do is I would survey a bunch of British people and ask them how they say that word that starts with M that describes peas. And I would also ask them how they pronounce pushy and slushy. Here's what I found out. Tell us where you're from, where you grew up.
From Cheltenham in England.
Okay. And what's your first name?
My first name is Brad.
Brad. Okay, so Brad, I have 3 words for you to say. How do you pronounce the first word?
Pushy.
Pushy. Okay, how about the second word?
Slushy.
Slushy. Okay.
And mushy.
So if you were having fish and chips, you would have mushy peas.
Yes, mushy.
So do you mind telling me your first name?
Rob.
Tell me where you grew up.
Devon.
Okay. All right. So I have these 3 words I'd like you to pronounce for me first. So how would you pronounce that first word?
Pushy.
And then how would you pronounce the second one?
Slushy.
And then how would you pronounce the last?
Mushy.
Mushy. So you would say mushy. Now, let's say you go into a chippy and they have those green smashed up peas. How would you pronounce that?
Horrible things from the north. Mushy.
So you would say mushy peas.
Yeah.
Okay. Your first name is?
My name's Bjorn. I'm from South London.
Bjorn from South London. Okay, so let's hear you say these 3 words.
First one, pushy.
Uh-huh.
Second one, slushy.
Uh-huh.
Third one, mushy.
All right. Very good. Dan, where are you from?
From Banbury.
Banbury, Oxfordshire. All right. And you pronounce those 3 words for me.
Pushy, slushy, mushy.
All right, sir. This is actually my brother-in-law. What is your name for the camera, please?
My name is Anthony.
And where did you grow up?
I was born in Wales and grew up in Herefordshire.
I didn't even know you were born in Wales. That's interesting. Okay, so I would like you to say those 3 words, please.
Okay, so we've got pushy,
Okay, pushy,
we've got slushy,
Slushy, yes.
and we've got mushy.
Mushy. Okay, you say it like the lad from Cheltenham I spoke to recently. Yeah, so there was a lot of controversy on my channel. So when you go to a chip shop and they have those green peas that are all smashed up, you call those?
I don't call them mushy peas, I call them mushy peas.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's a bit different.
You're winding me up.
No.
You're taking the mickey.
No, something could be mushy,
Yes?
but if I was going to go into a fish and chip shop, and I'd never get those peas, but I would say, yeah, can I have some mushy peas, please?
Why on earth would you say mushy normally and then the peas are mushy peas?
I think probably because mushy peas were popular in the north of England, but mushy is pronounced like that, I would say.
So you consider yourself
mushy peas.
You consider yourself a southerner,
Yeah,
not a northerner.
Midway.
Okay, you're a
So I'm
Midlander.
sorry, I get a bit of the both.
Okay, gotcha. Well, that I'm really glad that we continue to
settled it.
talk about mushy peas because we got really to the bottom of that controversial issue. Thank you so much for playing along.
You're welcome.
We have just eaten a delicious meal at the Butterfly Cabinet here in Newcastle, and I'm going to have my new friend who works here pronounce the 3 words.
We got pushy,
Uh-huh.
slushy, and mushy.
Okay, so do all 3 of those rhyme in your opinion?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Pushy, slushy, mushy.
All right, excellent. So I've got a Lancashire lass who's going to help me out with pronouncing these 3 words. Oh, first of all, if you're comfortable, tell me your first name.
Angela.
Angela. Okay. How would you pronounce that first word?
Pushy.
And then how would you pronounce the second?
Slushy.
So they don't rhyme, pushy and slushy.
Sort of.
They do rhyme. Okay, pushy and slushy. Okay. And then what's the last one?
Mushy.
Mushy. And so you say mushy peas.
Mushy peas.
All right, very good. Thank you. If you're comfortable, tell me your first name and where you're from.
My name's David. I'm from North Manchester.
Okay, so I have 3 words that I would like you to pronounce. How would you say the first one?
Pushy,
Okay, and how about the next one?
slushy,
And then how about the last one?
mushy.
And if you went to a chippy and had those peas that are all smashed up, what would those be?
Mushy peas.
Right, here's my friend Jojo. And Jojo, where are you from?
I'm from Liverpool.
Liverpool, okay. I'd like you to pronounce these 3 words for me, please. How would you say the first one?
Pushy,
Pushy, okay.
slushy,
Okay.
and mushy.
Okay, so do any of them rhyme?
They all rhyme.
They all rhyme.
Yeah.
All right.
Pushy, slushy, mushy.
All right, very good. Thank you for playing. Here today we have Becky. And Becky, where are you from?
Chester.
Chester, okay. So I just want you to say these 3 words. How do you pronounce the first word?
Pushy.
How about the next? How about the next word?
Slushy.
Okay, and then the next word.
Mushy.
All right, do you think they all rhyme?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so Aiden, I am going around Britain and asking people to say 3 words. I'm going to show you what those 3 words are. Now, you, even though you've grown up in Manchester, don't really have a Mancunian accent. So I want you to say these words the way you actually would in your own strange combination accent.
Well, it's a kind of neutral accent with a slight northern quality to it.
So as a person from near Manchester, say these words, who had Irish parents, say these words for me.
Well, because I teach English, so I know about all this. So pushy, slushy, because it's slush.
Right.
So the pronunciation is slush. But a Mancunian, a true inverted commas Mancunian, say slushy. It was very slushy. Liverpool was how they'd say, that's very slushy, that's.
Okay, and then what's the last one?
Mushy.
And if you went to a chippy and got peas that were all mashed up, those would be called
Yeah, mushy peas.
mushy peas.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Pushy. Say the same.
Yeah.
Slushy. And mushy.
Say it again. Pushy.
Pushy, slushy, mushy.
Okay, how do you say the second one?
Slushy.
Slushy
Yeah.
or slushy?
Slushy.
Boy, they say it in between. You've like invented a new way of saying it. All right, and you are from where?
North Wales.
North Wales. Okay, well done. So what's the verdict? Is it mushy? Is it mushy? Should I do what I usually do in situations like this and just try and say something kind of in between, but say it so fast that y'all don't notice which way I'm saying it? Well, I've decided, after listening to all these British people pronounce the word, I think it doesn't matter. If there are English people saying both mushy and mushy, then I think I'm okay to say it either way. Let me know in the comments what you think the correct way is to say mushy peas and who in this video you align with in your pronunciation of mushy, mushy, pushy, slushy, all the things. Thanks so much for watching and do something good in the world today.